Hi, everyone. Just wanted to welcome you to week 9 of our class. I also want to just apologize. I've had some major changes in my job lately, or just extra things that I've been doing that I don't normally do in a semester. So I feel like I've been a little bit behind on grading compared to normal. So just want to apologize, but I'm getting caught up this week. And just wanted to quickly remind you what you're responsible for this week. So let me share my screen. So this week, week 9, you have three things that you're doing. One is I want you to do the weekly discussion on fears that you have when making a career decision. I think it's really normal for all of us to have fears or things we're worried about when making a career decision. So I want you to complete this week's discussion. And then I also have an extra credit survey this week, just kind of seeing how things are going in this class. So if you can do that, that would be great. And then I also have a midterm for this week. So the midterm is basically a few questions. It's pretty easy. So it's worth 45 points. You have the entire week to work on the midterm, or you have actually, I'm posting this early, so you have a little bit of extra time. And you'll answer each question below in complete sentence, like paragraph form, as thoroughly as possible. And so there's basically a few questions. The first question is list your top 5 skills, your MBTI results, your strong interest inventory, your top 5 values, your hobbies. This is kind of an overview of what we've done so far in terms of assessments in the class. How do each of these connect to the potential career fields you might be interested in going into? Question 2, please list 2 majors you are considering and explain why you are considering those majors. So, maybe you already know I'm thinking about psychology and that's all you're majoring in, but maybe you're like, oh, I'll be a therapist or a psychology professor. Those could be your 2 majors, kind of. Or let's say you're thinking about architecture, like maybe I'm going to be architecture or landscape architecture or interior design or whatever. So I want you to share the 2 majors you're considering and explain why you're going into them. And then you're also going to list 2 careers that you're considering, right? So you might be majoring in history, but your careers are being a docent at a museum or being a college professor. Or maybe your major is nursing, or physician's assistant or whatever, and you're thinking about either aesthetics, nursing, or you're thinking about being a pediatric nurse or something. Question 3, what are your current educational and career goals? So that could be like, what kind of degree do you want to get? Do you want to get a bachelor's degree? What are some things you want to do to get into your profession? So if you want to go into a certain profession, maybe you want to get some volunteering or internships to help you be successful or get into that field. And then what activities can you do or steps can you take to help finalize those goals? So maybe that's meeting with a counselor, maybe that's applying for a part-time job, or maybe it's doing an informational interview or whatever. And then question 4, use the career resources we discussed in class to thoroughly research one career you're thinking of and list the pay, the skills needed, what the job outlook is, and common fields or industries. So that's all that you're responsible for this week's midterm. But that's it for this week. So just 3 things this week, the weekly discussion, the midterm, and the extra credit survey. So hope you all have a wonderful weekend. If you have any questions, as always, let me know.